Well, as the Ravens continue to be road warriors in the playoffs, fans here at home can enjoy the team's accomplishments up close and personal. New memorabilia is on display at the Sports Legends Museum in Camden Yards, and that's where we find 11 News reporter George Lettis tonight to tell us more about it. Hi, George.
Well, hey there, Stan. The man in charge of the museum tells us that the memorabilia focuses on some recent records that Ravens players have broken, and he also tells us that history is not on Baltimore's side for this coming Saturday. Michael Gibbons is the executive director of the Sports Legends Museum at Camden Yards. He's also a bit of a Baltimore sports historian, and history tells him a few things about a Baltimore-Pittsburgh matchup.
History says that we don't do very well.
We'll tell you why in a bit, but first, some recent Ravens history is now newly displayed in the museum, just in time for the latest playoff run. A football from the game in which Joe Flacco passed Vinny Testaverde for the most touchdowns thrown by a Raven. A special football commemorating Ray Lewis's feat as only the second linebacker in NFL history to have 30 or more career interceptions and fumble recoveries.
And then there is something I think is really cool. We have 3 current receivers, all of whom have 600 NFL receptions at least for their career.
Derek Mason, Anquan Bolden, and T.J. Husmanzada. The Ravens are the first team in NFL history to have 3 wide receivers with that accomplishment. So the museum got game gloves from each of them. Those 3 will try to help Baltimore catch a break from Pittsburgh. Gibbons points out history isn't kind when it comes to Baltimore teams versus Pittsburgh teams in the playoffs.
We've played them 4 times in the playoffs, 2 as the Colts, 2 as the Ravens. We've lost all 4. And then if you take a look at the baseball side, we've lost 2 World Series to Pittsburgh. So we are 0 for 6 when it comes to playoff atmosphere and wins and losses. So if we can win on Saturday, that's a big deal.
And to celebrate this playoff push, admission to the museum is half price in January, $4 for adults, $3 for seniors, and $2 for kids ages 3 to 12. We're live at Camden Yards. George Lettis, WBAL-TV 11 News.